I'm not the best vlogger, but I have urges to share parts of my life. And I'm not that good at making content either because I'm not willing to do half of the things that many people here suggest on how to grow your channel fast type stuff. I want to do what I want. I don't like showing people everything, and that's because I'm naturally private, but I've learned some harsh lessons related to oversharing, and that made me more selective on how who I tell and what I choose to reveal. I prefer peace in general. Now, if you're still here watching and listening, go ahead and treat this video like a podcast because I like to share something a little bit vulnerable and sensitive, like, healing from a heartbreak or heartbreaks. Before I go on, you can go down below and go through the timestamps if you don't have much time to watch this whole video right now. So, this video is for the women who went through a ton of shedding recently, especially during, Mercury retrograde, and I guess since April pretty much up until the end of July. This is for anyone really, who have felt that they have stepped into their most aligned timeline because heaven and earth wants to prepare you for your best days, your best months, and the best years of your life moving forward. So, if I've dealt with this feeling that scared me, it's the most uncomfortable feeling, or one of them. It's something that I have faced lately, and it is related to my potential. So that may sound weird, but the truth is to become your best self and achieve your dreams, it requires you to let go of everything that you know, like your comfort zone, your environment that you grew up in or you were born in, the people that you've grown used to or tolerated and somehow accepted it, the old mindsets and habits that held you back, oh, and even the relationship that held you back harder because you let it. When I went through my breakup, I grieved for about 2 to 3 days. I also felt loss and relief at the same time. Nonetheless, I knew it was best for me and for my ex. And I wish him to leave. Oh my goodness, what is wrong? What I'm trying to say is, I wish for him to lead his life with more love and more room for healing. The internet can be poisonous when there's too much information about how to deal with breakups and in many different situations of what a breakup could have happened or what could have caused the breakup. Like, for example, no, there's no example. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I just got lost in thought. I'm so sorry. Okay. But I understand that not everything is that simple in relationships. That includes your friendships, relationships you have with your parents, relatives, people at work, your romantic partner. Yeah. Or your siblings, really. relationships in all areas. And I guess it comes back to the self, because you have to ask yourself, how do you treat yourself, right? Anything related to genuine connection between people must be cared for with intention and love and empathy, really. That's why it's important to deal with it privately before you tell others or seek different kinds of mature opinions on how you should go about with, a breakup, or healing from it, or going through it, or before deciding it. Ugh. After all of that emotional release, though, I felt the magic of coming back to myself. I took better care of my entire well being, and I teared up every now and then because it feels so good to come back to me. I am the love of my life, and I want to experience that again and again, no matter how much older I get, no matter where I am in life. And I want you to experience that love for yourself. And if you have, please tell me about it in the comments. I'd love to know your journey of pure, genuine self love. If I could paint a picture for you on how loving yourself and devoting to yourself looks like, it'll probably look like saying thank you to the sea after it embraced you with its steady yet gentle waves as a sign of welcoming you back home. And all you could do was nothing but weep and smile because you're just grateful. There really isn't anything else to say. You're just glad that you found your home that was already within you, the love that you were already born with. It never disappeared, you just didn't tend to it. Doesn't that hurt? If there was one music album that describes this kind of love and self devotion, it would be When I Get Back Home by Solange. I think that entire album perfectly describes what I am trying to say here. And if you like R&B and neo soul kind of vibes, definitely check that out. Or if you're open to listening a new kind of sound, go listen to that entire album. It's basically like an album full of affirmations, and I hope that when you listen to the album, my message in this entire video makes sense to you. When I Get Home by Solange is my saving grace. It's full of affirmations, and it's all about self love and self discovery, self exploration, and you're never staying the same. You are just transforming into who you already are, but more refined, more beautiful, more of what it is you already are. Just better, you know. Man, I don't know. Anyway, we are almost done here. And before I end this video, I like to say one more time how happy I am to come back home to me. I want to thank my family and one of my close friends who dealt this whole thing with me and listened to me and guided me through all of this. You know who you are if you're watching this. And thank you, viewer, for listening to me and listening to this whole thing if you have. Let me know if you resonate with anything that I've said here. Thanks.